You remember Al Sharpton coming out there in those jumpsuits crying racism? I mean, the grift never stops. I guess they're just picking up the mantle now.
The judge is trying his hardest to bring justice to Jordan Neely's name. But racism is still alive and kicking in America.
Right, through you. You are the racist.
There's no other way to view this. Everyone has looked at the case, and those among you who say that Daniel Penny is innocent
He is.
have racism and bias in your heart.
Oh!
If you look at the facts of this
Internalized
case, then you
racism.
understand.
Let's talk about Daniel Penny, not so much the verdict, but the exploitation of the situation. I am so sick and tired of BLM rearing their ugly head, exploiting another dead black man. Because that's all this is about at the end. The truth about the Daniel Penny and Jordan Neely case is this. The system failed both of them. I got 27 years of experience working in the mental health capital of the world, and I'm watching Jordan Neely's on a day-to-day basis. Any one of them could be a ticking time bomb. And of course, when you have law enforcement who is short-staffed, you have a justice system that's broken where nobody's getting justice and there's virtually no protection, there are times where people are forced to step in and try to do it themselves. The system failed Jordan Neely first. This guy had 42 felonies and was probably driven by his mental illness. He should have had some kind of help or support by a broken mental health system. He should have had that support. If that would have happened, he probably would have been stabilized and he wouldn't have got on that train that day and made a bunch of people feel threatened. But the system also failed Penny. When Penny felt the need to step in and defend people who felt threatened by Neely, who, based on witness accounts, was exhibiting hostile intent and threatening behavior. So he stepped in and did what he, in his mind, thought was the right thing. And the jury came, in my opinion, to the right conclusion. I'm taking race completely out of it. I'm not looking at race. I'm looking at the actions and intentions. Actions and intentions based on everything that I heard. And this has zero to do with race. I wouldn't care if Neely was white, and I wouldn't give a shit if Penny was black. I wouldn't care. I would say the same thing, because guess what? I've seen that both ways in 29 years of law enforcement. I've seen black men step in and be heroes. I've seen white men step in and be heroes. I've seen it all. I've seen it all. So for BLM to step in and exploit Jordan Neely, exploit his death, just to keep their name out there. That's all it's about. That's really all it's about there, is to keep their name in the headlines, to keep people talking about them. That's all it is. So they can scream and holler about riots. They can scream and holler about injustice all they want to. Where was BLM when Jordan Neely was in crisis? Because that's not the first time Jordan Neely was in crisis. Where were they when the Jordan Neelys of the world are in crisis? They walk away from them. They look the other way, or they probably film them and laugh about it when they get home. That's probably what really happens. If you really care about the Jordan Neelys of the world, whether they're black, white, or anything else, people who are struggling with mental illness, you get your ass to Congress, to the Senate, and you tell them to fix this broken mental health system.
Take a listen to this.
That on a multi-faceted approach of everything that's wrong with the system that we're facing. One, look at the photo that they used to show the victims. It seemed like it was a young, innocent child, right, who was brutally murdered, and it gave that impression. When you looked at the photo that was being used, it wanted to set up in the minds of people that we were dealing with a young, innocent child that, just a Michael Jackson intimidator that, was just brutally assaulted. Then you look at the complete failure of our mental health system, right, a complete failure from the days of closing psychiatric wards and having those who needed help just turned over into the street without giving any safety net to accept them. Parents reach out to me all the time and say, I'm watching my child go down, or my loved one, my family member going down this serious decline. What do we do? A system where you brought people into hospitals, gave them medicine for one day, and sent them back. The young man in this case was going within our system, throughout the revolving door of our system. Now we're on the subway where we're hearing someone talking about hurting people, killing people. You have someone on that subway who was responding, doing what we should have done as a city and a state of having a mental health facility. Those passengers were afraid. I'm hoping that the jury will hear all the facts. Based on all the facts that's laid out, a jury of his peers will make the right decision. And I don't want to prejudge that. I'm just looking at all the facts that are involved here and what we did to get to where we are and what we're seeing. Because that could have easily been a case where you saw 3 innocent people murdered on our street 2 weeks ago.
Hopped on the train, said he was ready to die.
Okay.
You know, he didn't care. Yeah.
It's been belligerent and then
Very, very.
The whole train was freaked out. He was either gonna like pull a gun, a knife, or like.
Said, I'm willing to die. I'm willing to die. You know, I'm willing to get killed. And,
A name and a phone number. Witness.
Known as the level 1 on Central. Canada, over here,
The guy in the tan did take him down like very respectfully and just like held him down. He wasn't like he was just okay.
I think that the guy is totally drove down. You know.
This young lady right here.
Yeah.
Okay, what did you see?
What did I see? I was sitting over there. I heard the young man that's on the floor saying, you know, hey, I'm willing to die. You know, I'll do anything. I'm willing to die. I'll go to jail. I don't care. I don't care. And he was saying it so loud that everybody turned around. So this young man,
He's going to be held here for a long period of time.
the one is the one. I just said,
Yeah, just walked out. We got it. This young lady right here.
Yeah.
Okay, what did you see?
What did I see? I was sitting over there. I heard the young man that's on the floor saying, you know, hey, I'm willing to die. You know, I'll do anything. I'm willing to die. I'll go to jail. I don't care. I don't care. And he was saying it so loud that everyone turned around. So this young man, he got belligerent and he tackled him down. The one that just passed away in the brown jacket, the one that just went past.
The guy in the brown jacket.
Yeah, you got to see the guy in the brown jacket. Yeah, yeah.
We got it. This is for the guys